I'm joined now by Marjane Satrapi, artist, director, and award-winning author of today's Velshiband Book Club feature, Persepolis. Marjane, thank you for being here. I can't tell you how many tweets and messages I've received from people who are so happy that we've got you here as a featured member of the Velshiband Book Club.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. And what an introduction.
Well, let's talk about it. It's worthy of that introduction. This copy of Persepolis that I'm holding up now, this is the 20th anniversary edition. You wrote a new foreword in this book that addresses the book's banning and the women-led protests in Iran today. In it, you write, it's the first feminist revolution in which women and men are fighting together, hand in hand, for their freedom. I am certain we will succeed, end quote. Talk to me about your hopefulness and how it compares to what's actually going on in Iran.
Well, the situation has not changed, which is the sad part of the story, because, I mean, how the Iranian regime acts to people has not changed since I wrote the Persepolis, but that is the reaction of the people that has changed. I mean, we were so scared. We had the trauma of the revolution, of the war. We needed this new generation who has not lived that and who understand really who this regime is and wants a massive change. They want the change of the regime, and they're not scared anymore. And the biggest, the enemy of the democracy is actually the patriarchal culture. It's not just one person. And this new generation, they are really not into patriarchy. They are really not sexist. So this is why I call it the first feminist movement that is actually supported by men. Because we are not going to succeed if we are not all united. But you can see that the men or the boys, they're very much behind the girls. And so this is the big difference is how the people react, which was not the case when I grew up. And this is why I'm certain, because the thing that makes change a society is the culture of the society. The Iranian culture, especially among the youth, is extremely democratic. So when you have achieved that, that is 90% of the work. The rest is politics, 10%. And it will succeed, sure.
That's amazing how you say that, because I know I don't want to draw allusions to your book that aren't there, but that phrase that it's not the leaders, it's the reactions of the people could be incredibly relevant to exactly what's going on in America today, or Germany today, or France today, or Italy today. Right? Actually, all of these countries that I just named, people have the vote. They actually have more power than than they even do in Iran today. We can change our destinies if we react properly.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in a democracy, it's even more relevant because you really have the right to choose. In a country like Iran, I mean, it is like choose between me and my shadow, choose between me and myself, which does not give lots of choices. In Iran, they really want a change, a real profound change. They want the change of the regime, of the whole system. And each time they say that, either they're killed or they're arrested. And while they're arrested, they're tortured, they're raped, they're executed. Their sentences, they go, from, 2 years to 20 years to 25 years. So, people, they risk their life for freedom, but you never fight for freedom as much as when you know that you don't have it. You have to know that you have it, and then it's exciting to you. Like people that live under democracy, they take democracy for something for granted. Democracy is not for granted. You see it in America, what happened a couple of years ago. You just need some crazy person to become the chief of the country, and then he will incite other crazy people to do crazy stuff that is just against their freedom. So even in a very deep democracy like in America, democracy is not for granted. So imagine in Iran, we know that we are not free. So in a way, it makes it easier because you know what you're fighting for.
Right. That's a distinction, because right now we don't know that, right? This is the problem. Half this country thinks we're losing our democracy, and the other half thinks there's really no big problem going on.
Well, exactly. A fascist regime is very bad, but nothing is worse than a fascist democracy, because it gives you the illusion that you're actually it is chosen and it's freedom, but people are brainwashed. So when what is going on, at least you know what you're fighting against, and you don't have this illusion that you're actually living in a free world. We know that we don't live in a free country.
So let's explore this concept of freedom a little bit more. In the last few words of your book, you write, "Freedom had a price." What do you mean by that?
Well, freedom has always a price. My freedom at the time that I was there, because beside the regime, that was also the culture of the country that was very patriarchal. It has changed tremendously over the 30 past years. But the price was to leave my country. The price was to go away from whatever I loved. Then I don't think that I have the right to complain. I have a very beautiful life living in Paris. So, if I complain, what should people in Iran do? They should then go hang themselves. But yeah, freedom has a price and you have to pay. When I wrote Persepolis, I knew that the result of that would be that I could never travel back to my country, that I could never go and, see my parents again, etc., etc. But, these are decisions that you take and then you have to stand for them. And then it does not give me the right to complain anymore. I knew what I was doing.
Some of the most effective moments in the book take place in the classroom. It's there that Iran's rapidly shifting culture at the time becomes most apparent to the young Margie. Talk to me about what education looked like. You saw it change, what it looked like in the face of fundamentalism.
Well, they try to brainwash us, but if you don't want to be brainwashed, then you're not brainwashed. I mean, this is why culture is so important, because from the moment that you learn to think for yourself and actually make your opinion by yourself, it's not because somebody repeatedly tells you something that you will believe them. We had the education at school that told us some stuff, and then we were our parents who made the correction of what was said to us and to telling us, whatever they tell you, don't believe it. You have to think by yourself. Freedom is not this is not that. But the whole Persepolis was like, as a human being, when all the reasons they become bigger than your personal reason, the political reason, the social reason, the war reason, whatever reason becomes bigger than you yourself, your personal reason. How do you grow up? How are you a normal adolescent no matter what? How do you, for the first time, discover, rock music? How does it taste to smoke your first cigarette? How is it, to sneak out of the house? All these things, you do them. It's not because it's forbidden that you don't do it. This is why this banned book is such a stupid idea, because if actually you want people to read a book,
that's correct. Nothing better than being a focus of a banned book club, because this shows up in bookstores and everybody wants to read it. I will say, when we tweet out this segment, I'm gonna tweet out what you just said. If you don't want to be brainwashed, you won't be brainwashed. Being brainwashed is a choice.
Well, of course, it's a choice to be stupid, because thinking requires some effort. So if you don't want to make the effort, and then if you want really to be stupid, then too bad for you. But not being brainwashed, it asks some effort. Yes. Thinking asks effort. This is why judging is so easy and thinking is so uncomfortable, because it asks effort. But we're human beings and we have something that really differs us from animals, is that we have the capacity of thinking and projecting and imagining. So if we don't use that, then we're monkeys. It's a choice. If you want to be a monkey, be one.
Marjan, I'm going to leave it there. What a great conversation. Wish we could talk a lot more about this, but I think this will result in a whole lot of people reading this book through different eyes and wondering how it affects us here in America. Marjan Satrapi is the author of today's Velshi Band Book Club feature, Persepolis.